It's Ash from Super Videos, back for another reaction to an episode of Better Call Saul. This is my reaction to Season 5, Episode 3, which is called The Guy for This. This season has definitely picked up in pace. There's a lot going on and it hasn't slowed down since the start of the season. But we're definitely seeing a lot of very interesting developments when it comes to the Gus and Salamanca's situation. We saw the introduction of a new character, Lalo, who's the nephew of none other than Hector Salamanca, and it appears that he's going to be causing some trouble for Gus and team. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. And when it comes to the Jimmy storyline, he got himself mixed up with the cartel again. So last episode, he was picked up by Nacho, and I'm assuming that he's going to be given some sort of an offer to help them with the Crazy 8 situation. I don't know if it's necessarily an offer he cannot refuse or an offer that he cannot refuse, because there will be consequences. But we'll see what happens. I mean, we're definitely starting to see those two storylines, the Jimmy story and the Salamanca's story, slowly come back together. At some point they did overlap, but they kind of went apart, and they've been apart for quite some time. But now it seems like those two stories are slowly coming together again, which is definitely pretty awesome to watch. But with that said, I don't have too much to say going into this episode. As always, smash that like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. With that, let's get right into this reaction. Oh right, he dropped his ice cream at the end of last episode. Interesting start. This must symbolize something in the story. Can't quite put my finger on it. Maybe I could at the end of the episode. Right now I got nothing. I wonder how long it's gonna take that many ants to finish the ice cream. Whoa! Someone needs to take care of that. That's a hazard. I really want to see the interaction between Lalo and Saul, because they both have big personalities. So I want to see how they're going to react to one another.
Can I talk? I'll talk. I have a feeling I know what this is about.
You do?
To get the ball rolling, please keep in mind,
Let's hear it.
whatever happened between Mr. Varga and myself, I'm hoping that it's just water under the bridge. Because
oh right,
all
they
was
had
done, you did walk out a free man.
history.
I mean, you weren't even in custody for a full day.
You had business with my cousin, Tuco.
Yes, he did.
Oh, sure, yeah. And I see the family resemblance. Your cousin makes quite an impression. You know, he has
They're
a huge...
both crazy, to be honest. Lalo might not be as crazy as Tuco, at least based on what we know so far.
You know, Tuco told me about you. You're the guy with a mouth.
Yes, he is.
Those guys at the house. What they call her?
Business.
Business, yeah. Right. You know the Tuco I know? He would have skinned them alive and let the buzzards eat their eyeballs. But there you were. You go blah, blah, blah. And they walk out of there. I mean, it's amazing, really.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, we got a legal problem.
Yep, Crazy 8.
A legal problem. Fantastic. So, just for a minute there, I thought I was going to be swallowing condoms filled with heroin.
No,
You might.
We have a guy
Not right now, but you
sitting
might
in
later
DC.
on.
we need our friend to tell the cops some things. Some important things.
Important things. Gotcha.
We want him to say exactly what we tell him. No more, no less. But the cops can't know it's coming from us. So we send you in there, you tell them how to do it, and they can't listen.
Attorney-client confidentiality.
Yeah, that.
You could do that.
You know, drop phones inside someone's prison wallet, if you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, you talk directly to your guy. Cut out the middleman.
It works better if you're in there with him.
You're the guy for this.
Guy for this, the title. Now it makes sense.
Terrific. That's the only word for it.
He is the guy for it, though.
I think I have to warn you that my rates have gone up. So going this way could be expensive.
Like, how expensive?
Oh, gee, well, it's a full day of my time.
They don't get the
and
50% off offer?
Transportation, rush fees, do the math, it's like $925.
$7,925?
Are they gonna go for it? They are gonna go for it. But this will not sit well with them later on. That's for sure. They're just giving him the money so that he does the job for now.
Hey,
Yeah.
you see that? You want to do something for me? Take it down.
What?
Right there, the third from the bottom.
I don't know, Mike.
Take it down now.
He's feeling guilty, as he should. But we're definitely seeing the dark side of Mike come out.
Gramps, where you going? Yo, got $20 you can lend me?
I got a lot more than $20, asshole.
Hey, yo, Gramps can throw down, okay? You gonna let old people out there talk to you like that? Hold up, Gramps.
That's what you get
So?
for messing with Mike. Definitely broke his arm.
Some interesting people.
They were interesting people, all right.
Who is this?
Uh-oh.
Gutiérrez me hizo una oferta para comprar el taller. Me ofreció mucho más de lo que vale, incluso con el terreno.
No. No.
Es tu manera de hacerme huir. ¿Tú quieres huir? Y quieres que yo huya también. Niégalo. Dime que estoy equivocado. Mírame a los ojos. Ya te dije lo que tienes que hacer. Deja esto. Entrégate a la policía. Enfrenta lo que has hecho. Si quieres huir, huye. Pero yo, ni madres, yo no voy a huir. Nice to meet you, young lady.
He said his piece. Crazy, eh? Yep. Now let's see what message they wanted delivered to him.
I'm your new lawyer.
I didn't call no lawyer.
No, you didn't. Lalo did.
Yep.
I didn't say anything to no one. I kept my mouth shut.
I know. Don't worry, kid. I'm nothing but good news for you. All right, we got a lot to go over here. How are you at memorization?
I'm not that good. Is this who I think it is? Frickin' Hank.
Good, Myrna.
And Steve Gomez. That was cool. Are they gonna be the one that interviews Crazy 8? That'll be cool. You know what's funny? I think it was like the last episode I said, since we're seeing the DEA, doesn't it make sense to bring in Hank? And here he is. This is actually really cool. To see Hank again.
Picked up for possession a half ounce of street-grade gack.
That's dealing weight.
Keeps his mouth shut for the first 2 nights he's in here, and now has an epiphany and wants to talk.
Yes, he does.
Okay. Wow me. Make my tiny eyes grow wide with delight.
What if I know where there's $500,000 in drug money?
What if? What if?
If that's true, things could go well for you.
My partner's right. That kind of information can lead to good things. Give me the deets. Where the drugs come from, who the money goes to, the name of your boss, and who you report to. For starters.
The dealers kick up the cash, right? But they don't go face to face with the big guys, so they leave it in different spots.
Dead drops?
Yeah.
Sounds like a big operation.
Silence.
There's
Are
Saul.
you talking to them? Are you talking to my client without his lawyer present?
And you are?
Saul Goodman. I'm Mr. Molina's attorney, and you're in violation of his constitutional rights.
It's all good, man.
Yep, Saul Goodman.
That's your name?
Listen, officer.
Special agent.
Oh, the DEA. Oh, I see. Okay, the feds. Well, what, they don't teach the Constitution at Quantico these days?
Yeah, Quantico is FBI.
I don't care. DEA, FBI, Department of Sanitation. It's time for you two gentlemen to vacate the premises. There's the door. Shoo, shoo, go away.
Your client waived his right to an attorney.
Oh, he most certainly did not.
Yeah, I did.
Zip it.
Oh,
Okay, nobody's talking.
it's all an act,
No,
obviously.
he wants to talk to us.
He's confused, okay? He was dropped on his head as a child.
I want to talk.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
It's a pretty solid plan. Like this added on to it makes it even better.
My client is making what I believe to be a grave error. Also, showing a heartbreaking lack of faith in his attorney. And I'm not gonna lie, it hurts. He insists on dealing, so let's talk turkey.
You know what? We're not interested. I feel like my chain is being jerked, and not in a good way, you know.
There's
Oh.
no half mil. Never was.
Yep. Bullshit. I called it good.
You did.
Hold on, guys.
I think I'm gonna
hold
blow
on.
this pop stick.
Wait a
You
second.
gentlemen have a great afternoon.
Hold up, guys, 1 second.
Damn, this just blew in their
Guys,
face.
What if we say it's contingent?
Contingent? On what?
Results. Mr. Molina will stay in custody while you verify his very specific, limited information.
And what if what he tells us doesn't pan out?
Oh, well, then he just stays here. I mean, we're back where we started. But if his information leads to something.
Arrests.
What?
If his information leads to arrests.
Yeah, it's not going to.
Give us a number.
Good.
Let's see who's gonna be arrested.
Start talking.
On Thursday night.
Hold on.
What?
Look, I know how this goes, all right? My guy talks to you, you squeeze him out like a sponge, then you dump him back on the street. Word gets out that he's a fink, he ends up bleeding out in front of his mother's house.
What?
No, it's not gonna happen, okay? Do you hear what I'm saying? My client is not leaving here with a target on his back.
Assuming this isn't one big jag-off, it looked like he got out.
Which it is.
because his lawyer's a genius.
Okay, and he's not just anyone's CI either, all right? You don't pass him around like a venereal disease. He's your personal CI. So he gets picked up, he calls me, I call you, gets taken care of, no questions asked.
Okay. But it's contingent,
Sure.
and this better be worth it.
It's obviously gonna lead to arrests of the smaller guys, not the big guys. And they probably talk to all of the small guys to keep their mouth shut too.
As I understand it, you and your family have been here since 1974. You built this lovely house, but you never actually owned the land it was on. It was leased to you by a local company, Deerview Investment Properties?
For 100 years. I got 70 left.
That's correct. However, and I know this may be difficult to wrap your head around, your lease stipulates that the property owner can buy you out at any time for fair market value plus $5,000. I know $5,000 isn't nearly as much as it used to be back in 1974, and we do understand how inconvenient this must be. So as a gesture of goodwill, Mesa Verde has just increased your buyout to $18,000.
$18,000?
That's right.
Nobody's ever explained it to me like that before. $18,000. That's a lot of money. I bet you with that I could buy a big old mansion and a swimming pool. You're one of those people that give a little money to charity every month so you can make up for all the bad that you've done. You go to a soup kitchen once a year on Thanksgiving. That makes you feel a whole lot better about yourself. Makes you feel like one of the best rich people. Oh, I don't know how in the world you sleep at night.
He got through to her there.
Tomorrow, you come to your senses, you'll get 10. And you know what happens after that? The sheriff comes out and kicks you out of here. and you get nothing. Why should you get to drag this out for 7 months while all of your neighbors, every single one of them, played by the rules? Do you think you're special? A contract means something. It's the law, and it's enforceable. Deal with it.
Can I take the deal instead? She really moved me with that speech.
Great job.
I didn't solve anything.
You ended it. That's what we needed.
I see.
Yeah, so it went just like you wanted. Assuming the dead drops are a real thing, feds are gonna be on them.
Feds?
Yeah, DEA. There's a matched pair of them, and they're into this with a vengeance. I mean, think feeding time in the lion cage. And they're gunning for arrests.
Okay.
Oh, and your guy is now a confidential informant.
What do you mean, like a rat?
No, he's not a rat, no. I mean, well, if he's a rat, he's your rat. So, put it this way, you now have a hotline to the DEA. And not just now, anytime. So, that's a good thing, right? But the deal is, at some point, you might hear that Domingo is a snitch. You gotta know, he's not.
And what do you care?
Well, all due respect, you're paying me, but he's my client. I'd like to keep him alive.
Stay away.
Like I said, they both have very strong personalities.
Because my schedule is just very, very tight.
You'll make time.
There's no here. It's always gotta be a yes. You're officially in, and you can never get out.
Who exactly did I just set up?
You don't want to know.
I mean, if there's gonna be blowback, I don't want to be in the middle of it.
You're already in the
What
middle
you
of it.
want. When you're in,
You're in.
you're in.
Exactly. There was absolutely nothing he could have done to stop it either. What he should have done is never get involved with that crew in the first place, which he did.
When was this?
Today.
Do you have the agents' names?
The lawyers got him.
What are you doing?
Shutting him down.
Put it away.
I guess Gus knows about the situation now.
If there's no money in those dead drops, Lala will know someone talked.
The dead drops remain.
What's gonna be his game plan here then? Alright, that was my reaction to Season 5, Episode 3 of Better Call Saul, which was called The Guy for This. This was a very good episode. I really enjoyed it. Obviously, the star of this episode was Lalo. I'm just kidding, it wasn't Lalo. It was obviously Hank. It was definitely good to see him back. His fun personality never disappoints me. He's always able to become the star of whatever scene he's involved in. So I definitely enjoyed watching him in this episode. I don't know if he's going to be in more episodes or not, but I hope so, because I definitely love to see more of these overlaps in the story and the characters between Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. So I hope we get more of that going forward. But with that said, I hope you enjoyed this reaction. If you did, smash that like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.